Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for your continued love and support of the channel. I really do appreciate it. And in today's pick a card reading, we're going to be getting the channeled message of the day from Spirit. And to do this reading, I've laid out 3 piles of cards. Pile number 1, you're going to be this pink rose quartz here. Pile 2, you're going to be the purple lepidolite crystal. And pile 3, you're going to be this green Aventurine here. So take a minute and focus on the piles and decide which one you're most drawn to. You can then scroll down to the description box below where I have timestamps listed for each pile. You can then click on your timestamp and you'll be directly forwarded to your reading. So let's get into the reading. Hi pile 1, so you guys chose the pink rose quartz. Let's take a look at your message of the day. So you have self-reward here with the Mead Moon. You have turquoise here. And it says what it is. Brilliant blue-green turquoise has been rocked by humans longer than almost anything. From Lhasa to Marrakech to Tucson, turquoise is, was, and always will be both go-to protector and fashion statement. You have curiosity with what sparks your interests. You have earth elemental, and it says, I gratefully accept the abundance the earth bestows on me. Beautiful. You have fairy energy here, and it says growth, expansion, a flowering. And finally, you have Sisterhood of the Rose, and it says beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Wow, I love this energy for you guys. So I'm getting the message here from Spirit, pile 1, that it's really important for you guys right now to treat yourself well, to reward yourself, and to do the things that make you happy, to do the things that spark your interests here, that make you curious. Maybe that's learning a new skill. Maybe that's, going to a class. Maybe that's, trying some sort of hobby or passion of yours, whatever it is, but doing the things that make you happy. I feel like it's really a time of self-care and self-love for you right now. And, I do feel like this pile has a very light energy. I get energy of mysticism and the fae and, the natural world here, because we do have fairies on both of these cards. So I do feel this beautiful light energy that you guys hold. And I feel like it's important to recognize that and to reward yourself, do nice things for yourself. Maybe take a bubble bath or, take a spa day. Because I do feel like, some of you in this pile are very mystic here. Maybe you work with mysticism, maybe you guide others, teach others, however it resonates here. But you do have this beautiful, I feel like, connection with not only the natural world, but with the spirit world as well. And I feel like, maybe having turquoise near you would be helpful, because, it's related to beauty and fashion, and I feel like it would beautify your life in some way, having it close to you. So Interesting energy here. And I also feel like, there is a lot of growth here for you, a lot of expansion going on. And Spirit just wants you to really, you know, reward yourself, treat yourself kindly, and be grateful for all the abundance in your life, all the beauty, all of the fruits and results here. So I love that. So I just want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy. So you have the Prince of Discs, which is the Knight of Pentacles here with reliability. Interesting. So I do feel like you are a very reliable person, pile one. And I do feel like, you're someone who fights for what they want. You're someone who fights for what they believe in. And, I think sometimes maybe you forget about yourself here. You forget to take the time to reward yourself. And I feel like that's really the message coming through here is to really appreciate and reward yourself for every accomplishment and every little skill or quality that you have, pile one. You also have the Six of Cups here with innocence. And that's beautiful because it talks about your innocence, but it also talks about, memories and nostalgia and, it can even talk about past lives, that we've had. So I do feel like there is this beautiful, innocent, pure energy about you, pile one. And, Spirit, like I said, just wants you to realize that and to reward yourself for that. So love that. You also have the Star here. I'm just going to cover this. The Star here. And that talks about, hope and inspiration. And it can even talk about healing. So if you are going through anything difficult right now, pile one, it's important to heal. It's important to, care for yourself, reward yourself. That this can also be about our dreams, doing things that spark our interest, our curiosity, really, taking advantage of life and all that it has to offer. And finally, you have the Magician here. Wow. So yeah, I do feel like you are this magical person here at pile one. Like I said, you have a connection with spirit. You have this mystical way about you, and you have a lot of tools in your toolbox and a lot of gifts. And some of you may even work with magic here or mysticism in some way. But either way, you're capable of manifesting so much, pile one, and really of making your dreams come true. So really just appreciate that and reward yourself for that. So love that. So I just want to get one last message or guidance here from this Plant Spirit Messages Oracle. Okay, so you have the Beat here, and it says grounding, nourishment, passion. What passions live deep within you, ready to be nourished? Wow, that's funny because you have this card here about, curiosity and what sparks your interest. So yeah, I feel like, Spirit just wants you to pursue your passions, go after what you want, pile one, and make sure that you're nourishing yourself, you're taking care of yourself, and you're, grounding yourself, spending time in the sun, spending time in nature. And really, like I said, really rewarding yourself, pile one. So I love that. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile one. I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile two. So you guys chose the purple lepidolite here. Let's take a look at your message of the day. So you have worry here, and it says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. You have the artist. You have Pacha Karmak with nourishment of the soul. You have nature communication, and it says flower energies, fairy energies, elemental messengers. You have awareness, and it says pay attention to the subtleties. Look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. And finally, you have transformation, and it says let love transform you forever. Beautiful. So I'm getting the message from Spirit here, pile 2, that some of you in this pile may have been in this energy of worry here, where, you know, maybe you're thinking about the future and what's going to happen, or maybe you're thinking about the past, or, you know, there's just this energy here of worry, or maybe even fears, anxieties. And I feel like you're in this growth process of becoming more aware and realizing that worry is really wasted energy, you know, because it doesn't change the outcome. It's just basically there to, you know, protect our ego, you know, because our ego is afraid, or our ego is worried. So that worry is there to protect the ego, but it really doesn't change any outcomes. It doesn't do any good to worry about things. And I feel like you're becoming more aware of that. And I feel like it is transforming you. It is changing you. And it's bringing you from that lower vibration of worry to that higher vibration of love and trust in the universe, in yourself, in your higher power. And that's a really beautiful place to be in, pile 2. And I do feel like there are signs here that nature and spirit is trying to give you. I feel like the fairies are all around you here, giving you signs, giving you messages, and wanting to help you change this vibration of worry to that higher vibration of trust and love. And they really want to help you with that, pile 2. And I do feel like they want you to do things that nourish your soul right now. And for some of you, that may be art. You know, maybe you love to paint. Maybe you love to draw. Maybe you love to create jewelry, you know, whatever it is. I mean, they just want you to embrace that and to do that, because I feel like it will help you come out of this lower vibration of worry and really get in that high vibe state. So really beautiful. So I just want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy here. So you have the Tower here. And that makes sense because the Tower is this, I feel like, worry energy here. And I feel like this Tower is here to show you that, you know, whatever this worry is based on or built on is not a solid foundation, and it doesn't belong in your life. And that's when we see the towers, when something is no longer serving us. It's no longer working for us, and we need to let it fall. We need to let it go. So I feel like this is Spirit's way of saying, you know, there's a need to let this worry go right now. Pile 2. You also have planning, which is the Two of Wands. Yeah, so I do feel like, you know, there is an energy here of planning for the future, you know, planning your life without this worry here, doing the things you love to do that nourish your soul, you know, being aware of the messages and the lessons that you're learning here, pile 2. So love that. You also have harmony here with the 10 of Cups. And that's beautiful because I feel like this is the energy that Spirit is really wanting for you. This energy of love and happiness and trust, you know, that high vibe energy of trusting the universe, trusting the process, trusting yourself, living in this energy of love and harmony here with others, and not worrying so much, pile 2, about whatever is happening in your life, you know, but letting that worry fall, letting that worry go here. So beautiful. Finally, you have the Strength card. And that makes sense because, you know, for a lot of you in this pile, it is going to require strength to let this worry go, you know, but I do feel like you are very strong in this pile. You have a lot of inner strength and you're able to transform this energy here, to transmute that into positive energy of trust and light and love, pile 2. So very interesting. So I just want to get one last card here for you guys from this Plant Spirit Oracle. So Spirit, can we get a final message or guidance for pile 2, please? Final message or guidance, please, for pile 2. Okay, so you have Rose here, and it says love, beauty, devotion. Where is your heart asking to open more fully, even if it feels tender? Wow, beautiful energy. So yeah, I do feel like, you know, some of you may have been closing your heart off in some way. This could be in regards to self-love. This could be in regards to loving another person. This could be in regards to even things that nourish your soul, you know, things that make you happy. And Spirit just wants you to look at where you've been maybe closing your heart off, even if it makes you feel vulnerable, you know, even if it scares you, even if there's worry about that. You know, Spirit just wants you to open your heart, pile 2, and let that love in. So love that for you guys. So that is all I have for you today, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile 3. So you guys chose the green Aventurine here. And let's take a look at your message of the day. So you have party here with celebrate yourself. You have alliance. You have not a flame, creativity. You have acceptance, and it says, see yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. You also have iridescent opalescence. And finally, you have crystals here with focus. Beautiful energy, pile 3. So I'm getting the message from Spirit here, pile 3, that they really want you to go out and have fun right now, to be in this energy of celebration and really to celebrate yourself right now. I feel like do things that make you happy. Spend time with people that uplift you, you know, that, and just have fun, you know. I do feel like for some of you, sorry about that, pile 3. So for some of you in this pile, I do feel like there is someone here that you may have an alliance with. You know, this could be a partner, this could be a friend, this could be a lover, you know, and Spirit wants you to spend time with that person, appreciate that alliance, and maybe even, celebrate with that person. Um, and I also feel like there's an energy here of doing things that really spark your creativity and doing things that make you happy. Pile three. Maybe there's something you're trying to create here or build. And with the butterflies being here, I do feel like it's something that will transform you or change you in some way or change the world in some way. And it's really beautiful. So Spirit just wants you to, work with your creativity here and really enjoy that. Pile three. And, there's also a message here about, I feel like connecting with spirit and connecting with the light. Pile three, because I do feel like there is this light that's all around you here with this iridescent opalescence, and spirit just wants you to connect with them more. I feel like really, maybe take the time to meditate or to connect with your spirit guides, because I feel like they really want to communicate with you and work with you here. Pile three. And I also get that feeling from this acceptance card here, seeing others and yourself through the eyes of the angels, being in that beautiful energy of love and acceptance and light, and, being that inspiration for others. So I love that. And then finally, this message about focus here, I feel like spirit wants you to just focus on whatever you're trying to achieve here, or whatever goals or dreams you have, really being focused on those and really celebrating yourself. Every time you achieve something or every time you reach a goal, celebrate that. Pile three, take the time out to, like this card says, party and celebrate yourself. So beautiful. So I just want to get some tarot now to clarify this. So you have the 10 of Wands here with burden. And yeah, that makes sense because, for some of you in this pile, you may have been in this energy, of feeling burdened, feeling tired, feeling overwhelmed with responsibilities or, things to do. And spirit just wants you to take time off from that and just have fun, do things that make you happy. Pile three. So you can release this heavy burden off of your back. You also have Temperance here. And that can be about healing, healing this energy of burden here. And it can also be about love and acceptance. So I do feel like there is that message about, finding that balance and connecting with the light within you. Pile three. And being in that high vibe energy of love and acceptance of yourself and others. You also have the Queen of Wands here with vibrancy. Beautiful. Yeah, and that's this, focus energy here and that this creativity. I do feel like you are a very, creative, powerful person in pile three, and you have a lot of creativity and love within you here and passion, and spirit just wants you to express that and appreciate that and celebrate that about yourself. And the Queen of Wands is also very focused. She is very determined and she goes after what she wants, and I do feel like you have that power within you. Pile three. You also have the King of Discs, which is the King of Pentacles with power. And this could be two things here. This could be someone that is in your life that maybe you have this alliance with here. The King of Pentacles is someone who's very successful and very powerful and very abundant. And, this may be this alliance that you have here. But it can also be, an energy that Spirit wants you to tap into, that energy of abundance and happiness and success, being focused on your goals and creating that beautiful, abundant life for yourself. So I love that. So I just want to get one last message from this Plant Spirit Oracle. So Spirit, can we get a final message or guidance for pile 3? Okay, so you have the Mandrake here, and it says power, ancestors, magic. What hidden power waits to rise through your ancestral roots? Wow, beautiful. So yeah, Spirit is talking here about some sort of power that you hold, pile 3, that is just waiting to be recognized and is waiting to be used. And I feel like this power does come from your ancestors here. And it could have something to do with magic, with some sort of magical power that you hold. And Spirit, I feel like, wants you to try to tap into that and to realize what that hidden power is. So I love that. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye.